how Google Classroom works for your child. First, they're going to log into their Chromebook using their student ID at pvusd.net. And then they will look for the Google Classroom icon. They can also just Google Classroom or type classroom.google.com, and they will land on a page that looks very similar to this. Your student might only have one Google Classroom if they only have one teacher who's using it, or they might have several depending on whether multiple teachers are using it. The first thing you'll notice in this class, this is the one we're going to focus on, is that it will tell you if there are upcoming assignments right on the outside. The student can just click into it to open up the Google Classroom. And the first thing they see is the stream. Again, here's a notification that things are upcoming or due shortly. This stream is where any messages that the teacher has sent out, announcements or posts, or even something another student might have sent to share with the class, maybe a question or whatever, will all show up here. Additionally, new assignments will also show up on the stream. So the stream is sort of a stream of new information and post. However, if you want to look at classwork or assignments that have been created, you click up here on the classwork page. And at the top of the classwork page, you'll see the most recent assignments.
What's this?
And depending on whether the teacher has set up topics, you might also see topics over here that filter out assignments to a specific topic. For example, here is writing. Here's all the topics, and if you scroll down, you'll see that there's multiple topics, and in this case, it was divided by subject area or types of assignment. So the student would first want to click on, usually they start in the stream, and they see what's posted for the day. And in this case, the teacher has said, "Good morning, everyone. Here is the link to a Google meeting in the morning." So the student comes in, can click on that, and go into whatever the link is. In this case, it's a meeting. Below, they can maybe see stuff that another student may have written or other classmates might have written. And if this is available to them, your child can also respond. And then you'll see that all these comments show up. Not all teachers have this capability available, so it depends on the teacher whether they'll see it or not. But this is an area where you could monitor your child and make sure that the comments that they're making are appropriate and helping along with the class. So those are the announcements or the comments. And then down here, you can see that I have a new assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and I can click on it to open it up. And in this case, it says Essay on the Frog Habitat. It's due tomorrow. And your student could go over here and they could add or create. So in this case, maybe they would want to create a new doc, be able to write their essay. And they could go ahead and start the essay. And as soon as they say add, it'll create that document for them. And then it opens up to the Google Doc with their name on it and the essay. So in this case, it's Test 2 Student. And I'm just going to fake the assignment. And then if they are completely done with their work, they can turn it in right here, or maybe they have to come back to it later, so they closed out of that. And then later they worked on it, and at that point they can turn it in. They can also add a private comment that goes only to the teacher, where they might say, "This was hard," or something like that. And then the teacher would respond back over in this area of the assignment. They also, if the teacher has opened it up and allowed for this, they could write on the class comments. And then this would go to any student that opened up the assignment. They would see the class comment and the kids could write back and forth to each other. So 2 areas within an assignment that kids can make comments on, or your child. And over here, these private comments are only to the teacher. And they can go back out by clicking up here, and they can continue to follow along with whatever assignments are being posted for the teacher or by the teacher. Please be aware that even if your student, in this case, the student is the test student, if I had written something that maybe I regret writing or that they shouldn't have written, if they click delete, no matter what, the teacher will be able to see any deleted comments. So again, this is something you might want to monitor with your child to make sure that they're not creating the comments to begin with, because even if they delete them, the teacher would have access to them. They would be removed for the other students, however. One final thing I would like to show you is in the classwork, if you want to help your student or your child see what they've done or what is still needed to be done, they can go into this classwork tab again, and at the top they can say view your work. And they can go into it and they can see a whole list of everything that's been assigned, maybe something that they did not turn in or didn't do. And they can see what dates, when these dates are due. And they can also go over here to filter it down to just what's coming up. And in this case, there's a lot of assignments, but that generally kids will have already done them. And then returned with grade would be something that was returned and given a grade. And finally, the missing ones would just pull out any of the assignments that are missing. So this might be something that you would want to monitor with your child to make sure everything has been completed on time or at least turned in. So that should get you through helping your child understand how Google Classroom works, as well as helping you as a parent be able to assist in your child's learning from home.